What's going on, people? Just announcing there will be a Disruptive Male t-shirt. It's locked and loaded. Should ship. Just to give myself time. First week of August. I'll have a little bit more details later, but this is coming. Also, the first link below. Join Disruptive Male Facebook group. It is only for men, just to let you know. And today we're going to get off into something a little different. Something I need to talk about because, there's a lot of people saying that you should, that you should wait for, here we go. You should wait for your heaven. That you should just take your time and work hard in this life and sweat, struggle, and not really have anything. And maybe work 20 years, 30 years for a corporation. And then that's your reward. You get your reward in your old age. You get your reward when you broke down and you can't do anymore. You get your reward when you just useless. I personally think that the way this situation goes is it is society pimping you for the best years of your life. It is tribalism because I fell prey to it myself. Work hard, go to church, get a haircut, do all of that good stuff, right? But it really didn't work out for me. And I'm going to tell you what I mean. I had a job, Northside Hospital. I was there for a long time. And I concurrently worked at Northside Hospital, Skystrike. And I worked a lot of hours. I put in a lot of time and energy. But I just could not climb that hill. And it was just, I remember one of the managers said, well, the only thing you could do is be a manager of a lab. And, there's like a waiting line of 10 people. So I could have stayed there and bid my time, became a manager, made like maybe $5 an hour more. And next thing you know, I'm old. I got this job. I got so many years built in. I got so many years invested. I can't leave. I'm stuck, but I'm not making the money. And this is something that used to just drive me crazy. I don't want half. I don't want 25%. I want a percentage of a percent. I'm going to show you something in a minute. Matter of fact, let me hit it up now. Once again, this is Glendon Cameron, your hustling godfather, and I'm going to drop the knowledge that no one else would drop. Once again, these streams are not supported by ads. So I want everyone that's in the sound of my voice to drop $5 on the super chat or more. Also, everything below in Hustlers Kung Fu Life Skills is on sale for 51% off. So be sure to grab that. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the math on this. Per night, I would do, this was a long time ago, so I can only imagine what they were doing. Per shift, now this is just one shift, I would do 14K to 20K lab work. Right? So, I was making, with shift diff, $21.32 an hour, I believe. Times, I was going to bring out my calculator, but it seems to be stuck. All right, here we go. Let's just go do 160 times, because I rarely miss days, 32. So that was 34.20 per month. Okay. Now, what if I got, and let's just go ahead and say 14 And I got, and this is a low night. 14,000 minus 0.5%. That cannot be right. Because I made, well, let's see. 14,000 minus 2%. So, okay. Minus, let's see, 2% of 14,000 was 280. So my salary, and that was pretty much one of the lowest periods, times 8. Whoa, that ain't right. 2132 times 8 was 170 per shift. So even at 2%, I would have came out $110 better. Now we do 20K minus 2%. That's hold on. 20K minus 2%. All right, so 20K is 400. So let's split the difference. 680. So we say we consistently earn 340 times 340 times 1. Good Lord. 340 times 160. Whoa, 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 whoa. Is that correct? $340 times 40. Yeah, that is correct. I scared myself. So 340 times 160 hours was 54K minus me getting 2%. 2%. Not even 5%, but 2%. So I would have been making, oh my God. I would have been making $652K a year. That's crazy, right? And that's what started my dissatisfaction. That's what really got to me, because I was doing that work plus other people. People were collecting blood, nurses, and everything. There was a team effort. But if I could have got that 2%, I never would have left my job. Oh my God, I never would have left my job. But here's the thing. These jobs are designed to keep you enslaved. And I'm gonna show it to you. And I'm going to prove it to you. And I'm going to ask you this question. Why is it easier to get a mortgage, car, apartment, boat, when you have a job? Why is that easier? This is what I like to call, put the little barb on there, the hook. The job is the hook to keep you enslaved, because you look at your life in payments. You look at your life in, if I earn X amount of dollars per hour, then I will be able to afford X per hour or per payment. That's the trap. That's why people say Good credit, which is necessary, is better than cash. Good credit is not better than cash. I contend you need good credit and you need cash. You've got people out here saying credit's better than cash. I wholeheartedly disagree, and this is why. Your credit is predicated on your income. Cash is predicated on cash. If you have $250,000 and you want to buy a house for $200K, you could close in a week. Then you can go to the bank and get out a home equity loan on $150K and have yourself a mortgage if you want. Cash rules. Cash is king. Cash is everything. Now, the freedom aspect. You are indoctrinated by a certain level of tribalism that is designed to keep you right where you are. You're urged to get a house with a mortgage, and many people will break down the math. It is, even if you have the cash, don't you pay that house off, because you got the depreciation, you got the interest, you have all of these write-offs where you can make money and still have this mortgage. Now, that house of cards works very well if you have a very secure and stable source of income, which most of us don't have. That's the trick. If your income, if you're guaranteed for 40 years to make X amount of dollars, fine, play that game. We're going to be in a situation where doctors are going to be laid off. This is coming very soon because everything is changing. When I used to be in healthcare, on the floor, that would be like, let's say, well, let's draw it up. We got a whiteboard here, and I'm going to tell you why doctors are going to be drastically reduced in some fields. And once again, if you listen to the sound of my voice, super chat $5 or more. Thank you. All right. So we're going to draw a floor. Yeah. And this is a wing, and this is a wing, and this is the nursing station. This is how it used to be. So that would be a nurse, a nurse, a nurse, and a nurse, each wing, plus 2 to 3 techs. And so 4 nurses and 8 to 12 techs. So we had 12 or 16 people on the whole floor, and there will be some overlap. Today, so you got 1 nurse and 2 techs. Now, there used to be 3 to 4 docs, as we used to call them back in the day. I don't know what they call them now. Now there is 1 nurse, 1 doc. So what's going to happen is they're going to keep moving forward with this plan. So it's going to be eventually 1 nurse and 1 doc for 2 floors. Then it's going to be 1 nurse and 1 doc for 3 floors. And it's going to get to the point where they're going to have 4 to 6 floors and a bunch of techs. So with this, they're not going to need as many nurses, and they're not going to need as many doctors. And this would be general practitioners. Specialists will still be in demand, but general practitioners, pediatricians, they will suffer reduction in forces. Now, why is this important? If they're rifting And rifting is reduction in force of doctors. What's going to happen to your job? And one of the reasons that they're doing this is average doctor makes 195,000. Yes, their pediatricians will make 95,000 up to about 170. That's where average doctors. Matter of fact, let's do this. I want to be factual. Average doctor. Oh man, that's big. Okay. So 189. With a base pay offer of 189, family practitioners, pediatricians, and psychiatrists are offered the lowest pay of all physicians, according to medical research. Did I not tell you that? So let's kind of see what this brings up. Not much. Let's see. Because most of them don't. I know doctors. They're not making that. The average primary care, and average means that half make that and half don't. The average specialist makes $100K more. This is why more doctors are becoming specialists. Now, they're getting rid of these people because of cost. Now, what happened to McDonald's when people were like, $15 an hour, $15 an hour, $15 an hour, right? Automated kiosks started popping up all over the place. We're in a point where we don't need a lot of low-skilled labor. And if we need low-skilled labor, it's usually temporary. Like building a building or something, people to haul off trash, people to move bricks. We've come to a society where the hard work of the average man is no longer needed. This is very problematic. And this feeds into the heaven can wait, your reward's going to come later. Now, I'm 51 years old. And if I had listened to that foolishness, I would have missed out on so much money. Because here's the thing, and I want you guys to hear me. You need to start acting upon your dreams, your ambition. You really need to start working on your thing, because what's going to happen is these windows for you to start businesses are going to start closing in about 15 to 20 years. And I know that sounds crazy, but like with business checking accounts, it used to be go in there. Why is there only one person in the bank who can open up a business checking account? Teller can't do it. Sometimes the bank manager can't do it. It's just this one person. And I noticed that's very interesting. Starting a business is your last refuge from poverty. Now, I know that sounds like highly inflated. It sounds like I'm just hyping it up, but I want you to examine what's going on. We have this roaring stock market that only benefits a handful of people. We were having housing prices, because I've seen in my neighborhood that's a lot of people who are trying to sell the more expensive properties, and that's what gets hit first. They've had to lower their prices because I'm on Zillow and I'm always shopping for houses, and I save them. And virtually every house has lowered its price. No one has raised their price. Everyone $50,000 reduction, 20, 30 across the board. Now, what does this mean? Housing market is cooling off. Now, to parallel that, is there's certain neighborhoods, I don't care what the price is. They get offers. They got people waiting to buy a house. But that disguises what's going on across the board. Housing prices are starting to drop. Why would housing prices start to drop? Because people are not buying houses as fast as they did. People are having problems getting financed. They brought back the no-doc loan. You got a good credit score? I'm serious. They brought back the no-doc loan. Well, why would they bring back the no-doc loan? Because we couldn't get enough people to buy houses. So, you hear all this stuff about the roaring economy and everything, but I keep looking at these signals. Married couples, the divorce rate is low. It's low. It's lower than it was during the last recession. Why? Because these people cannot break up and have the lifestyle they have together. Can't do it. It's not possible, which is another sign of recessionary pressures. So you got that going on. Then you have BMW. I know someone recently bought a BMW. BMW is offering like 0% financing. These are not things that companies do when the economy is healthy. When they offer these incentives, they offer them because inventory isn't moving fast enough. So just be aware of that. Because if you're waiting 10, 15, 20 years, now let's talk about there's waiting and then there's actively working towards something. If you have a business you start today and it takes you 10, 15 years to get it to where you want it to be, that's cool. But waiting on these jobs, waiting on opportunities, waiting on stuff to happen, you're going to wish that you had got started on something. It's coming. It's really coming. So let's see what's going on. Johnny Walton, thank you for being the moderator. What's up, King Nick? The Wild Jones Report. Charlene McKinney. What's up, 285 Property? Erica Smith, you're funny. I don't even know what a tongue talker is. Everyone at the sound of my voice, hit up that super chat for $5. What's up, King Nick? What's up, Pamela? Oh, yeah, this lunch hour crowd thing is going to be popping. Amir Foster, thank you for the $5 super chat. What's up, Richie Poe? Anthony Johnson, the Ebony Treasure Map, The Road to Riches. You guys should check it out. It's a short read, but very fundamental to your finances by Myron Golden. Okay. Byron Ash, what's up? Good message. Charlene McKinney. Hey, Glendon, I haven't been in the chat for a minute. Good things have been popping. The job in Queen City since. Happy Godfather's Day. Appreciate you for the $10 super chat. Joe Augustine. You got to address corporate guarantees. I've been building relationships and acquainting myself with business owners. One of them told me that this entire holding company was almost lost. What do you mean almost lost? Break that down. If you're talking about having a handful of clients that make most of your money, I was there last year. And the reason, and I'm going to talk about why I changed what I'm doing, because that is dangerous. And that happened to us when I was doing eBay heavy, when eBay was like 90% of our income. So I don't know if that's what you're talking about. Cash flow, everything. Johnny Walden, because they're sure you pay the money back, because it's a cultural trap. What's up, Honey Bunny? Richard Paul, I worked for a hospital for 23 years. When I was laid off, the doctors were being replaced by physician assistants. Yep. That would be for a wing. But yeah, that's coming. Trump's already trying to do that. Pamela C., this setup is horrible for the patient. It was like that when my mother appendicitis burst last year. Me and my sister were on top of her care like a mofo. And that's another point. If you don't have a family member to guide you through this process, you will get left behind. I remember when I worked in the hospital, there was like serious coverage because, there was like definitely more nurses. Honey Bunny, my new doctor has an old school approach. You pay a monthly subscription around $60 per person. No insurance needed. He sees a max of 500 patients. And he has one nurse and he gets labs, RX, imaging, wholesale. Well, that doctor friend of yours, your doctor, he's very smart. He's very, very smart. And I'm going to tell you why. Because, let's see, 500 times 60 is 30K a month. Times 12, he's making more than specialists. Let's go ahead and look at that. Your doctor's very, very smart. He's literally creating his own economy. So, and a lot of doctors are going to this model because then it cuts out a lot of the insurance stuff, because a doctor has to hire someone to handle their insurance billing, and this is like a $50,000-$60,000 a year position. So if you get rid of the insurance and you get rid of them, that makes a lot of that savings. Now this is per month. 500 is 30K. What am I? I'll just go ahead and do this, which is 360 a year. He's making more money than the average doctor, like by twice. And I guarantee you his headaches are less, his paperwork is less, and his quality of life is less. And I bet the quality of care for the patient is much higher. Much, much higher. So he's making more money than if he was just doing traditional doc stuff. So good for him. Josh Real, I've been noticing the rise of super nurses, those that can do almost half the work as the doctor but for lower pay. Super nurses, nurse practitioner, nurse anesthetist. Yep. Ganja, my sister's a nurse, and she's complaining about the extra responsibilities with the same pay. Being a nurse isn't what it used to be. That is cool, honey bunny. Johnny One, I had to work 5 years at the hospital and I always wondered, should I stay? I had that same situation. I left. Well, you know why I left. I left in 97 because I got a divorce and all this other stuff. I don't regret leaving. I did kind of go back and forth when I was in that boarding house because clearly I would have been making more money. But when I got on a rent-a-crate and saw a new world, I was like, okay, this could work out. Tim A, same thing in manufacturing. The company I once worked for produced 5,000 units with 9 machines on one shift. Now one machine alone can do 5,000 plus. The economies of scale and efficiency are just popping up all across the board. Yep, being the bartender is very interesting. Pamela C, a no-doc loan, if you just have a certain credit score, you can get a mortgage. You don't have to provide paperwork stating your income. Let's see. Go back because I jumped ahead. Hold on. Good Lord, it jumped ahead. Dwayne Bryant, Coach G, what you're talking about regarding the restructuring in the medical industry has already happened in New York due to recent developments of urgent care centers. Not surprised. Carl Sneed, I had a lone presiding elder in the church, $650 this week for. Oh Lord, he's one of those. Get his reward when he dead. I don't know about that. I'm working on starting the eBay and a mentor and memoir about my late dad. Do what you can do. You never know what's going to hit. Oh, I think if you wait a year, you're going to be pleasantly surprised, honey bunny. Old Game Roar. Amazon just gated the sale of HP products. I have not really talked about Amazon in a minute, but I feel that at some point all name brand products will be gated. Anthony Johnson, what's the time frame you're thinking now, the recession with all this fluff going on? Same time frame, 12 to 20 months. Johnny Walton, thanks for the $40. It seems no matter how hard I work for somebody else, I couldn't get a raise. That is the gospel right there, man. Thanks for the $40 super chat. Josh Hill, with the trucker shortage, do you think there's an opportunity to build a biz? There's a trucking shortage in certain areas. They're not across the board. But yeah. Marquise Barton, I do mental health company. I do IT for a mental health company. They're replacing psychiatrists with nurse practitioners because they're cheaper. You're going to see this in every industry and everything that it can be applied to. And it was funny, when I was in medical, I used to wonder why they couldn't have a tech do, because a doc or a nurse practitioner at that time, I don't know if it's true today, they were the only ones that could do sutures. But when I was in the military, we could do sutures and do them good. Philip Hudson, Wells Fargo denied me an LLC business account due to something I had collections from my personal. It's getting tight. Wells Fargo will not open up a business account for you unless you have a FICO score of 600 or more. That's something they don't tell you. I had one of my clients get denied, and then I had to look at their credit report, and I saw all kind of crazy stuff. Then we were able to go back 60 days later and make that happen. $285 property. Christmas is a great time to buy a house. You know, because typically most of the houses are sold, I think, between April and August. And that's because a lot of people with kids, they got to buy their house before and get the school situation set up. So this is why the summer is such a volatile time for trying to get a house. T Bell 1967, thanks for the $5 super chat. Anthony Johnson, how do you feel about peer-to-peer lending? It's cool. It's just not something I do. I want you to understand what could be awesome for you may suck ass for me. And that's not to say what you're doing is shitty. It's just I like the returns I have in the business. Now, I've been doing this since 2000, having my own business. So the risk, the hardships, I'm kind of used to that. Whereas for someone who jumps into this, it could be like a little extreme because I don't get paid every 2 weeks. You know, well, I get paid every day, really. But there was a period of time where I didn't get paid for 3-4 weeks. That's hard for the average person. I think peer-to-peer lending is good. It's a good place to get you a start. Cody Wyman, I'm diversifying right now because in lessons in business, summer equals vacation, but my online course sales are picking up the slack. The summer can be really slow for a lot of businesses because so many people in the economy, their kids are out of school, and it's not taking money out the economy. It's moving money from one place to another place. And that's why you have these summer businesses that suck ass the rest of the year. Joe Augustine, a corporate guarantee is the equivalent of a personal guarantee for business. In essence, when your operating company does a corporate guarantee, a creditor can come. Oh, of course. Yeah. All day long. All day long. Yeah. Once again. All right. Let's just go ahead and talk about this. Once again, if you can hear me, be sure to go ahead and throw in the super chat, $5 or more. Thanks. The way that I have my corporate structure set up, I don't have any loans for my corporation. If I was to go in and throw up P&L and get a loan, I would pledge that corporation because, see, the holding company is the company with the money. So when I go to the bank and like, hey, this company has, X amount of dividend of revenue per month and get that loan, and they're going to say, hey, would you sign this paper saying we can have this company? Like, if I want that loan, I'm going to have to sign that paper. This is why I believe you should hustle up the money and be organically funded. I don't think you need a loan to start an eBay business. I don't think you need a loan to start a Craigslist business. You don't need a loan to start a car wash. You don't need a loan. I mean, you can start a food truck for 20 G's, and most people can pull that out on a credit card. It's a loan, but it's a more manageable loan because you pull 20 G's. I think the payment's like $400 or $500 a month. Nah, it's manageable. Yeah, I mean, he's making a lot of money. Joe, in essence, if one of your operating companies fuck up, your other companies might be responsible. Well, let's look at the holding company. If the holding company makes the loan, then all assets that the holding company owns are at risk. So holding company, company A, company, all that stuff's at risk. This is why I'm not a big fan of loans unless you don't need it. And this is a strange thing. Let's say you got the business that's stroking cash, right? And then Amazon or someone offers you a loan for $500,000. I'll take you the money. You know the best time to get a loan? When you don't need it. Because typically banks are funny. You do cash only. They see the money goes in the account, but you never make a loan, right? Then your cash goes down, you try to make a loan, they're going to like, well, your cash isn't what it used to be, so we're going to deny your loan. But if you take a loan when you don't need it and you go ahead and build your credit history with that bank, by the time you really need a loan, you can get one. Yep. That's the automatic customer. Yes, he is. You get a longer appointment and care, and he's less stressed, and you can get to be seen easily. Part of this is because out of the 500 people who are paying $60 a month, most of them are not getting sick. But because it's only $60 a month, because a healthcare policy for a single person could easily be $200 to $400 a month. I mean, it's way cheaper. Wow, that's huge. I did not know HP owns Samsung. That's news to me. Old Game Roar, you need to start selling from your own sites now. I haven't really looked at Amazon in a minute. Sure thing. Cody. Yep. Johnny Wallen, I have Wells Fargo and want to start a business account, so they're going to go off my credit. Yeah, if it depends on how much money you have in there. Like if you got 100K in there, they may overlook that. But typically, last time I knew about 2 years ago, you needed a credit score of 600 for them to open up a business account. Honey Bunny, thanks for the $5 super chat. 285 property, just saw a food truck on Craigslist for 7K. One of the reasons that food trucks don't work is people don't know how to market. Running a food truck business, you got to get you a route. You have to have a place that, best an office complex. Talk to the building, say, hey, can I have my food truck out here? Because there's a lot of places you can. Typically, Class A buildings don't allow for that stuff. But what you can do is park across the street and figure out a way to let the people in the building know that you're there. Old Game Roar, I learned this from this book, Rework, from your recommendation, Glenn, and Borrow Money is Plan Z. Cool. Mike Freeman, thanks for the $20 super chat. Pamela C. Dave Ramsey. Hold on. I don't hate loans. Let me be clear about that. I believe in using credit, but I only believe using credit when you have established predictable cash flow. I think people who go out and get business credit and they build it up to a big point and they have no experience selling, no experience marketing, I think they're crazy. Because at some point that's going to come to play. Like right now, the summer is usually slow for me. I'm probably, this is the best summer I ever had, but I've changed my marketing and selling techniques. It's typically, and this is something I used to do a long time ago. I knew that starting June, July, and August, that I would be slow. My views would go down, my sales would go down, which is why I saved money because I knew it was coming. This year, I'm going at it totally differently. I'll tell y'all about that a little later. But this is making adjustments versus just saying, okay, this is the way things are. I'm like trying to beat that off. But I don't hate loans. I don't hate them at all. I think credit properly used can be a great asset to a business. I just think people with no experience should not be getting loans. I don't think they should be getting loans. Anthony Johnson, I get paid quite often through resale, and my gig pays every week. I'm just like the idea of lending money from a passive stream. Once again, depending on where you are, it could be great. Because I'm going to talk about this in a minute after I get through answering these questions. He foams at the mouth. That's funny. Dwayne, personal line of credit might be a better option than a loan because you get a lot more leverage with it to utilize over. Yeah, definitely. D Nice, thank you for the $30 super chat. Appreciate you. Butte what's the limit on personal lines of credit? The average credit line is $11,000. Well, I think it's 11,000. But typically, you don't want to do that. You don't want to use it up to the max because what's going to do is plummet your score. When you're thirsty, you will die of thirst if you're trying to get bank loans. I like that. That's a good thing. Richard Poe, Glenn, I'm curious if you see unions continuing to fade, but out in this new economy, I have friends still employed at the hospital, no contract, no raise, going on years now. Oh, unions are gone. I anticipate that all unions will be gone within 20 to 30 years, unless the Democrats get in office and then start forcing employers to do the right thing. Joe Augustine, Glendon, should you have multiple holding companies, and do you have a course on asset protection? Yes, you should have multiple. No, I'm just fucking with you. Yeah, you should have multiple holding companies. But once again, all right. So let's say you have holding. Let's do this. Everyone at the sound of my voice, drop a super chat, $5 or more. Thank you. Well, let's go through this. All right. So you got a holding company, right? And it looks like this. You got the holding company, then you have an operating company, then you have a property company. And this is for, let's say, a normal business. Let's say you have a trucking business. You would have a holding company, then you would have an operating company, then you would have LLC 1 with 1 truck. All right, I can draw better than that. Hold on. So you've got okay. That looks crazy, but it's going to have to fly. And then you have another LLC with another truck in it. Now, why do you have your trucks? Yeah, they have two wheels back there, two there, and one there. Now, why would you have your trucks in different LLCs? And this is risk. So this truck gets in the accident. It's only going to be here and with its insurance. So this truck is not impacted. So if you had a trucking line, and this is just me, I don't know how they do it, but I would have each truck in its own LLC. So if it gets in an accident, then it doesn't do this. And then I would have my insurance for each little company. So it just depends. How many businesses do you have? And I'm going to show you my new setup in a minute. Correction, HP Simpson's printing business. Oh, I didn't know that. Because like I said, I am so out of the Amazon thing. Charlie McKinney, the hospital where I work, has food trucks on a regular basis. King Nick. HP Samsung. HP acquired Samsung's printer line business. That's about it. There's no way in hell South Korea companies, Asian in general, should allow American companies to completely buy them out. Okay. John Klein, even though storage auctions are going online in homes in some states, do you think that they will ever go away? Will there ever be an inventory? Oh, no, I think storage auctions will be around forever. I think they'll be around forever and ever and ever. Okay. So let's kind of get into what I'm doing, and we're going to talk about this. Everyone, I want you to hit that super chat for $5 or more. Heaven can wait. Start a business right now and make your heaven doing what you got to do with what you have. All right. So I'm going to show you my little slice of heaven. All right. And this is just me. I mean, you don't have to do this, but I'm just saying this is what I'm doing and why. Last year. Good Lord. Last year, all right, I've got to slow down. So we have to take a deep breath and make these better. Last year, consulting. Mad money. I mean, it was crazy, right? And a lot of people think I'm crazy for stopping it. Now, I'm going to tell you why I stopped it. One and done. That was a big eye opener for me when I finished up 3 clients and then the money stopped. So now I'm on this principle: do once and get paid over and over. So this is why I stopped consulting. And this is why I got rid of everybody. Because this was like crazy money, but when it was over, it was over. Give you an example. There's one video. I got one video that has made me about 100K in 3 years. I wish that I had created 100 of those kind of videos. This is where I'm at, because this is where I think the future is going to be. We're moving away from manufacturing, even though manufacturing is going to come back in a certain kind of way. We're becoming very much a service-based business. You know, the Apple. Who remembers when you used to get CDs for the software that was on your computer, and Apple stopped selling the CDs and they just went with the digital downloads. So I'm completing 100% digital company. Now, let me have this little chat before we go any further. All right. There we go. All right. I'm not talking down to you, but I want to establish some foundations here. I have been doing YouTube and selling digital products for 9 years. I can help you get started. I can help you leverage experience, but where I am is a different place. I'm playing a different game that is predicated on those 9 years of experience. And a lot of people won't tell you that. There's like, hey, look, I'm doing this, and you too can do it. If you only pay me $399, and then you could be like me. That ain't gonna happen. So just take this with a grain of salt and use this information where you can, where you are. All right, now back to the lesson. And once again, hit that super chat, player. All right, so digital company, and it's going to be video channels, video, wait a minute. Ebooks are coming back. Ebooks, online courses. This is my lane. This is what I'm doing in podcast. So this is going to be a 100% digital company. Now, why am I doing this? I see what's happening in the future. Let's take Amazon. Amazon, which is an online company with a lot of physical assets, bought Whole Foods. And I was like, that's crazy, but it happened. I feel that this is going to happen. Someone's going to create a digital product and make $1 billion without a publisher, label, or gatekeeper. And part of this is already happening with many music artists. I heard this one artist, I forget his name, he was saying that he wished he was like these young dudes because he has a contract with a label. And he said these guys are getting out, they're doing their own concerts. He said they're making more money than I am, and they own their music. And this is going to happen. Someone's going to write an ebook. Someone's going to create a piece of music. Someone's going to create an online movie. Someone's going to create a podcast, something. And they're going to be able to leverage their online platform into $1 billion worth of sales and keep all that money. And I think YouTube's going to be a very big part of it. If you look at the Jake Paul and Chris Paul, they're doing like $3 million a month from their Shopify store and sell of physical products. And it's just stuff to their fans, but between both those channels, they got like 22 million subscribers. They have more subscribers than a lot of cable companies and cable networks. So they have their own economy. And I'm just so sure of this that I would trade in fast money, consultant money for this long money, because all it takes is one blow up. Like Sir Mix-a-Lot has made $100 million from Baby Got Back. Now, if Sir Mix-a-Lot had sold that song he would have probably got 6 or 7 million. But since he owns the masters, and you see it now with every generation that when they come out and they kind of go back and they're like, hey, we need this song for this movie. We need this song for this commercial. The artist is getting $25-$50 and they ain't doing nothing else. He's just like signing some papers like, okay, y'all can use this song for this. And how many times you going to use it? And you can use it only for this time period. You can only use it in this way. Oh, if you want to use it over here, then it's going to be this much dollars. And you see it over and over and over again. So going back to the lessons that was taught to me by the late, great Curtis Mayfield, this is what I'm doing with my future. I just launched. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I didn't really launch it. Let me be clear. I'm relaunching it. I am. Really? There we go. So this is one of my old channels. I really haven't done anything with, right? So I put up 2 videos. I'm not really doing anything. I'm going to tell you the plan. I'm going to get rid of this story and this story. I'm going to take them off. I'm going to put them on Disruptive Mail. Oh, yeah, that's like, so this one's already on Disruptive Mail. This one would go, and this one would go. So this is going to be like my political social commentary channel. So I'm taking all the stories off and things that just doesn't matter. So this will be the political type channel. And then I'm going to probably launch next month Digital Citizen. So I'll have 4 active channels. And the reason I'm building channels is there is so much money in a YouTube channel, but many people, how can I say it? Many people are predicated on AdSense money. And like I'll tell you guys, like I make more money with Super Chats than AdSense because it just works out. The math just works out much better. So you get a few people to hit the Super Chat, then I can have no ads on the videos, and the videos are performing better without ads. I've noticed that because I've got videos, because videos for me used to die out at like 1,000 views, 700 to 900 views. They just die out. Now I'm getting videos that are like 2,000, 3,000, and they're consistently growing. You know, they're not like getting thousands of hits a month, but they're getting 200, 300, 400 a month, where they used to literally just stall out. And these are the videos that I've done recently, and the ones without ads are doing better. So it's a really, really interesting thing how YouTube works. But I'm gonna invest all my time in running these channels and bringing you guests, because like I said, I got some guests that I didn't have time to get to them. And it's just going to make this more interactive, and it's going to make it better, and I'm going to have more fun. Then how to get a big dick, I'm working on that. There's going to be a lot of books that are going to come out for Disruptive Mail. There's going to be more corporate courses. I may do an LLC only channel, because I thought about turning this one into the LLC, but I was like, nope. And this is another thing, just for you, those of you who are doing YouTube channels. If you have an old channel, and like I said, I'm just doing this because this one still has AdSense on it, so we'll see how it goes. But I also had 2 videos pop, and what I mean is they both got like over 40,000 views. So that channel doesn't behave like this channel. And what I believe that is each channel, based upon machine learning, has an algorithm. And this algorithm is crazy because let's say you have 2 channels, and this channel is like 5% different than this other channel, but otherwise they're the same. The algorithm is going to treat that channel with the 5% differential totally different than it's going to treat the other channel. And I've seen this, like Disruptive Mail is close to the daily views of Hustlers Kung Fu, and it's only 4 months old. That's blowing my mind. and videos pop over there. It's just I got to come with the right content and the right stuff, but that channel doesn't have AdSense on it. It doesn't have AdSense, and I'm waiting to get approved. And the only thing I'm gonna do is just turn on Super Chat. I am not gonna turn AdSense on unless I start getting videos that get hundreds and thousands of views. That's not gonna happen. And this is just some of the stuff that I learned from digging in the numbers, because I have 4 channels and I got Super Chat on each channel. I could probably make 30, 40 grand a month just off that. Then go back, turn ads on later. So, the subscribers, they get to see the video in an ad-free environment. And then later on, for the people who come later, then they get to watch ads. So I got a lot of experimentation to do, but I see that happening. And then that's just crazy. And then also the cross-pollination of the channels, because Disruptive Male fits very well with Hustlers Kung Fu. But I don't know how I Am Cameron's going to fit with Hustlers Kung Fu, because that's where I'm going to be talking smack about Trump. I'm going to be talking about how to be black in America, being black in America, how to start businesses, social commentary, poor people. So it'll be more male. I guess, I don't know. I should say, I don't know how it's going to turn out. But I already know from the lessons I've learned from Disruptive Male that starting another channel, and then I'm probably going to start another channel from scratch. I'm probably going to redo Digital Citizen, and I'm going to do it from scratch, because my thoughts are that what servers that your channel is on is very, very important. And I don't know how Google does it, so I'm just assuming. I'm making a lot of assumptions. But I see the performance difference in all my channels. And the older channel, and like I said, I'm testing this because I don't know, but we'll see how that is, because I just started it yesterday, and then 60 days from now I'll have enough data to see how it's doing. And also 60 days from now we'll be entering into the fall. The kids go back to school. Up north it starts getting cold again. People start watching videos. So this is a good time to test. But where I'm going, creating my own heaven and earth, is doing these videos, because I can do them once and I can get paid over and over and over again. I wish that each one of my videos on this channel paid me $5 a month. Oh my God, I wish it did that. But once again, YouTube does not send all your subscribers a list. And this is something else too that I'm going to have to really double down on. If you want notification, because I know a lot of you don't get notification, you're going to have to get on the text notification list, and you're going to have to get on the email list. And what I'm going to probably do is create an email list for each channel, or a text notification for each channel. So we will see how that goes. But we got a lot of work to do. And part of this stuff is it makes me happy. I love telling stories. And I got a lot of them. And the reason I stopped telling stories was Storage Wars was stealing my shit. But now I got a good 10 years of Craigslist stories, sex stories, and women. I got a good 10 years of that stuff, and I couldn't put them on Hustlers Kung Fu because that just was creating problems. So now I'm going to take a lot of the videos, and I'm almost certain that I'm going to take the storage auction videos off of this channel, because either I'm going to take the storage auction videos off this channel, or I'm going to take the LLC videos off of this channel, because I'm getting a lot of traffic from the storage auction stuff, and people are like, hey, well, I want to talk about storage auction, I want to talk about resale, and I don't do that anymore. So, we'll see how it goes. Let's see what's in the chat room since I was doing all that. Let's see, where are we? All right. What's up, Al Gordon 285? Property, like property, cut down the risk in lawsuits. Exactly. Rashida Hodge, hey Glendon, love your Disruptive Mail channel. Do you have a file for a new LLC under each holding company, or can you start another LLC without paying any additional fees? You have to file additional paperwork and money with the state. Each company needs to be filed, and you'll have to pay an administrative fee each year for each LLC. Dwayne Bryant, yes. So every business that we create should have its own holding company. Yes, if you create a lawn care service and then you create a bakery, they both should have two different holding companies. Or you could have the holding company. It really depends on what you're trying to do, because let's say you have a holding company and you have an operating company, and then you have a trucking company, then you have a bakery, and then you have a hardware store. All of those can come under one holding company, but it just depends on what your plans. Like, say you're going to own this stuff forever. It really don't matter, but let's say you're going to sell. So you got the trucking company in a separate holding company in its own LLCs. You got the bakery, and so if you want to like spin off one, it'll be real easy, because typically if you're going to sell a company, they're going to want the holding company too, because that's where the money's going. So it just depends on what you are planning to do ultimately. Cash Mac, do you need to create an operating company? No, you need to create the holding company first. Joe, I want to copy you how to. The hiding money company course is just really for the average man. Like I don't know if I'm gonna do a money laundering course, to be honest with you, because I have a feeling that could come back on me because of these way they're doing these laws. Like the reason that Craigslist got rid of the personal section and Backpage got seized is because anyone used this stuff for nefarious reasons, then Backpage and Craigslist could be held at harm. But we'll have to talk about that. Sasha, is it very hard to start a prison van training? I would say it would be extremely hard because you got to get in with the state or the feds, and they already have a vendor list. Because first step is you're going to have to get on their vendor list, and I have no clue to what that entails, but that would be your first step. I know, man. It makes me excited every morning. Yep, because digital is going to be so huge. And what you think about Netflix is a digital company. Netflix used to sell out. They still do physical DVDs, but that has just really very few people take that option because I don't have a DVD player in my house. I actually gave it away. I don't even have books like I used to. I used to have like bookshelves full of books. I may start that again for some rare books. Independent artists get paid forever. Yep. Ridiculous TV. I love that name. It's not a software. It's my iPad. It's just called Paint. Cody. Royalties. Even more so than royalties. Like royalties are like if you have a deal with a record company. The way that Curtis Mayfield explained it to me, they came to him. They skipped over the record company and they came to him, and he got direct payments. Yep, publishing is everything. Johnny Walton, Run Odyssey on most of his song. Doesn't he and you have to pay him for the bar on the song? I don't know. It depends on if they own, like Curtis told me this. He says three parts of a song. There's the publishing, there's the lyrics, and there's another part. I think it's the music. Something. But the song has three parts, and you can get paid on each part. If you own the song outright, you get paid everything. Roadside Warriors, YouTube is indeed a gold mine. If your content is on point, you can make a lot of money. 100% true. Yes, Charlene, that's going to be, I'm working on that. Christian, what's up, guys? Just got out of an interview. Hopefully, I didn't miss anything. You go have to rewind. Yeah, the digital citizen, I'm going to launch that totally differently because I'm learning how to work new YouTube with disruptive mail. Because, like I said, I get 4 or 5,000 views a day on this channel. I'm getting 3 to 4,000 views a day on disruptive mail. It's only 4 months old. It's only 4 months old. And one of the reasons I'm getting these views is there are no ads and there are no links to take anyone off. I bet they move higher performing channels to better servers. I would assume. Down the barrel LLC. Great. What's a good product or inventory to business advertisement ratio? I don't understand that question. Break it down for me like I'm a 2-year-old. Baruch, what if you don't start the holding company first? Is the way to go back. You can start a holding company, then sell that new company to your holding company. But you got to create paperwork and the sales receipt for all that stuff. Okay, composing. Yeah, because I knew it was lyrics, the publishing, and composing. Purpose Pit. How long before the digital products bubbles burst? Your prediction? Never. It's never gonna. It's never. I want you to really think about this. We had records for decades. Then we had CDs. I remember when CDs came out, probably 1982. So 1982 to 92 to 2002-ish. So we had records for about 4 or 5 decades, cassette tapes 4 or 5 decades, CDs were about 2 decades, and then they just poof. I had a garage sale. I could not give those CDs away. I put them online. I couldn't sell them. So you got to have some very rare CDs, but it's never going anywhere. It's never going anywhere. I want you to think about this. Like, how many apps do you download on your phone? That's a digital product. You watch a YouTube video. That's a digital product. You stream Netflix. That's a digital product. You got Alexa, Siri. They contain digital products. You see where I'm going? They ain't going nowhere until we get to the point where we have digital implants where we can talk and stuff like that, which is probably decades away. So 40 years at most, 40 to 50, if not forever. Unlock your power. How can I make money with my music and beats? Sell them. Rudy, I want to start YouTube channel to draw businesses to my shop. What do? I've seen a lot of automobile shops do that. Barber business. You're going to have to, I want you to think about your relationship with your barber. It's almost like getting a barber. It's almost like getting a girlfriend. When you find that right barber that can cut your hair like you like it and don't mess it up, you will follow that barber. So I don't really know about the channel unless you're going to appeal to kids and do some wicked cuts. Honey Bunny, I think disruptive mail is also hot button subject matter that helps too. You're controversial in a lot of people's eyes. Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. And that's why that stuff on this channel created the problems that it did. It created a lot of problems. A lot of problems. And I think it prevented this channel from really growing the way that it should have. So like this summer, I am taking stuff from this channel, moving it to the appropriate channel, because when I was using paid traffic, and understand, these were interruptions. My videos were interruptions, and I was getting an 80-some% watch through rate. So it wasn't, quote, the video. It was the wrong video for this audience, because I see this with disruptive male. And that's why I got to keep the content, dating, being a man, sex advice. Oh, and I'm also going to start doing cologne reviews, because that fits in with the whole thing. And the right scent can be a conversation starter, because if you're wearing the right scent, women will stop you and like, what are you wearing? They come to you. So that's another part of the game. Purpose Pit, if you become the first person to make a billy off digital products, you're going to forget about us. No, because you people be part of the audience. You folks will help me. I'll never forget you guys. Joe's Augustine, I love this chat room. You can't talk like this with the public. Holding companies, trust, shells. These are all vocabularies which is demonized to the average man. And that's one of the reasons that I'm thinking about starting like an LLC only channel. LLC, holding company, trust, and stuff like that. Because I know it'll be smaller, but the people who are looking for that information spend money. Now, that's one thing. If you want to use paid traffic, you can advertise your channel locally. That's one thing. You can't get paid from YouTube likes. Perry Mason. That's funny. Oh, these entities are definitely how you win, because this is what I'm getting ready to do for my digital company, because I got a vehicle that's in this company name, right? I got to either probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop doing business in this company and create a new operating company, leave the vehicle in this company name, and then create a new operating company and have the money and stuff go there. Because if I sell a vehicle to the new company, then I got to go change the registration. Then I got to do all of this other stuff. So I don't really want to do that. All right, let's see. Where are we with this? Theater music. Oh, theater mode. Okay. I was like, what the hell? All right. So let's get into the business part. Let's bring this up. All right. So this is what's going down. Everything at Hustlers Kung Fu is 51% off. Plus you spend $350 or more, you get lifetime access to disruptive mail. So that's going to happen. So for anyone, and this will expire Sunday. Now, Dwayne Bryan, thanks, Coach G. In terms of the I Am Cameron channel, well, I have a lot of political views that I want to talk about, and this isn't the channel for it. I mean, I got there's so many things I could talk about, but once again, I need to move that stuff off of this channel. So I Am Cameron will be the political, social commentary. Disruptive Male will be alpha male, game. Hustlers Kung Fu will be how to make money, maybe hustle. And then I'm seriously thinking about starting a new LLC channel and really get into business models. Because see, the thing is, the LLC content alone, because there's this girl, All Up in Your Business. She actually changed the name of her channel. and she gives really good advice and stuff. But just talking about LLCs, you get to a point where you're going to have to actually talk about the stuff that you sell and make money. So I may do an LLC channel, and I may do a book review channel, because I got to have 4 or 5 horses to run in the race. So LLC advice, and then I got to test and see what's going to happen, because I got videos on this channel where I can move over and change the title and change the keywords and get a different result. Let's see. Hold on. And also, y'all can hit that super chat, $5 or more. Let's see. Digital sign. What's your thought process to determine what type of content to post on YouTube that you know will attract traffic? Research. Whatever channel you start, you got to do research to figure out what your people like. Johnny Walton, please start an LLC channel. Down the Barrel LLC. With 500K, what would you spend on inventory compared to advertising? Spend more on advertising, move minimal products faster. If I had 500K and I was starting the e-commerce business, I would spend 400K on advertising, or maybe 450K on advertising, because if you're selling at a high clip, then you can take the revenue from sales to replenish your stock, because that's the hardest part, getting attention online. Dwayne Bryant, Coach G, is all that info about putting cars, property, and etc. in the Hustlers LLC package? Yep, because when I do my corporate restructure, I'm going to actually do that in real time and explain why I'm doing certain things, because I didn't really expect Mac Daddy Media was supposed to be, quote, the consulting company, right? And then it exploded on me, and then I had to go back and do some stuff. Does lifetime access to Disruptive Mail include access to all of the courses? No. There are 3 tiers. Matter of fact, let me just go here and show you. Disruptive Mail. All right. So here we go. All right. So dominant mail is going to include a lot of stuff. Enhanced mail, and you would get Game 105. That's the one that you would get. And I haven't done it yet because I'm actually behind on my videos for everything here, because I got to take this weekend and upload these videos. But Game 105 is going to have videos that I can't put on YouTube. I haven't done it yet, so that's what you're going to get. Plus, you're going to get how to get a big dick and some other stuff. Dominant Male is the one that gets everything, because, you know, I think I did 1,500 for lifetime on that. I'm not sure. But this is the one you get for lifetime access, Game 105. So that's how that works. But like I said, I'm really thinking about doing the LLC channel, because there's so many things that you can do in so many situations. But I got to have more than just LLC stuff. Every last glow. I loved it, all up in your business. Yeah, she's kind of quirky. 285 properties. So many YouTubers try to use one channel for everything and end up losing their tribes. Yeah, that was me, man. I'm guilty. And unfortunately, I saw the error in my ways. LLC, please send me a link to that LLC channel when you create it. Oh no, if I create it, I'm gonna let everyone know. Marta, what you think, Christian Emerson? So what's the strategy for having so many channels? Oh, that's simple. It's called cross-pollination. Disruptive Mail, Hustler Kung Fu, they dovetail pretty well together. I don't know about I Am Cameron. I don't know about that. And I don't know about this other channel that I'm going to create. because I got to sit down and I got to get in my quiet space and put it to paper. But if I do the LLC channel, I got to do some other stuff that's lit, because I can essentially move all the LLC videos off of this channel and get that channel started and just change up the titles and see how that goes. So we will see about that. But the strategy is definitely cross-pollination, because probably the goal is by the winter to have 5 active channels. Now, there's 2 that have AdSense and use Super Chat to that. And then, because there will be some people from I Am Cameron who will come over to Disruptive Mail, and there'll be some people, because this morning I did a chat and I didn't send out a link to the text notification squad nor the email squad. I'm got to let this build, because I had 2 videos on that channel that popped, the Uber video, the Trump video, and they just took off. I mean, they both got like 30 and 40,000 views in less than a year. Now, part of that is I wasn't actively posting a lot on that channel, strange as it may be. Matthew Unlimited, can you quickly go over what's in the Hustlers LLC? Okay, hold on. You can't see it. Hold on. You couldn't see it. You couldn't see the tiers? What do you mean? I can see them. Like, this is game 105. It's $40 a month. So if you spend $350, and this is, you save $500 for the first, you save like $120 on the first year, plus you get it forever. Enhanced mail, that's some stuff. Because I think with dominant mail, I'm probably going to start putting in more LLC stuff, because I believe for you to be a dominant mail, you must own your own business. There ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about that. So we will see. All right, hold on a second. Let me just go ahead and close those because they're getting in the way. Really? I thought I had hit. Let's see. Make sure. Okay, that should be there. I thought I had hit that. You got dominant mail, enhanced mail, and game 105. All right. Let's see. Let me come out of there. All right, so let me just go ahead and open up Hustlers Kung Fu Life Skills. What? Really? You gotta be kidding me. You signed me out? I don't believe we did that. Well, let's see. I don't think I have to be in to show this. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right. All right, so here's the Hustlers LLC, and you can get 51% off. The Hustlers paper, the course, Hustle Camp, Wealth Development Through Entrepreneurship. I need to work on that. Fat Cat Secrets is done. Need to do 30 days, 2,500. Fat Cat Secrets Parenting Contracts is done. And I don't know why that doesn't work. This is one of the things I hate about this. Hold on. I may have to sign in. I don't know why it doesn't work. It's the craziest thing. Oh, let's see. So many passwords. And I don't know why I don't have this saved in my browser. Yep. Okay. Hold on a second. I got to figure this out. Let's see. All right. Hopefully, this is it. All right. I think I know what the problem is. And this is what happens when you do stuff live. All right. Okay. Hold on. I can't seem to get in there. That's wild. I'm gonna have to go to another computer. All right. So, because I don't want to change up anything in case I've got something. I know I've got it saved on my other computer, but there is one, two, three, four, five, six. There's three that just will not show for some reason. Because let's go here and all right. So we got this is the bundle and Fat Cat Secrets create a YouTube channel that's in there. Fat Cat Secrets that's in there. I have business credits in there. That's in there. That's in there. I don't think any of those are in there. That's in there, I know. That's in there. That's in there. I believe that. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. That's in there. Ah, that's in there. That's the one. That's one that's not showing up. That's the one that's does a lot. And all right, so that's what's going. Oh crap! Here we go. All right. How to organize parent operating companies, why, what, where. That's in there too. Let's see if I got any more specific questions. Appreciate you, Stefan. Yeah, I know. Let's see. Good Lord. Because I don't want to change the password because I got other stuff hooked up to it. but for some reason it signed me out. Why, I don't understand. But so that's in there. That's one. That's in there. That's two. That's in there. That's three, four. That's definitely in there. That's five. Six, seven, eight, 9, 10. Something like that. But yeah. You're right. So y'all should have saw that. Cool, cool, cool. And there's also a payment plan for this too. It's under the video. Christian Emerson, Uncle G, do you think email marketing is dead or still around? Email marketing is probably the next best thing to video. So, just the saying. All right. It is, wow, man, we've been on here for a while. All right, so here's the dealio. All right, so what you can do, you can spend, it's 51% off everything, including the Hustlers LLC. There's a payment plan below if you need that. And if you spend $350 or more, because anyone that even get on the payment plan, you're going to get disruptive mail. So we got that. There are no seminars in Atlanta. Actually, I'll talk about that. This kind of fits back into the philosophy of doing one thing and getting paid over and over and over again. I loved doing the seminars and the stuff. I'm probably going to do it once or twice a year, but I got a lot of stuff I have to do to clean up the profiles and clean up the channels and rearrange content. So I'm going to focus on that. I'm going to focus on creating courses. I'm going to focus on creating ebooks and stuff like that. So it'll be a while before I do that, but I will have another one. So that's the thing. All right. So once again, Hustlers Kung Fu, you can get 51% off any course below $350 or more. Gets you lifetime. Dang, I got time. That's just bad. Gets you lifetime access to disruptivemail.org. And y'all can hit that super chat real quick because I'm getting ready to end this. And I'm about to go work out. Get some muscles going on. Any more questions? Just let me know. All right. So I will hold on for a minute. Cool, 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 cool. It is not no, disruptive mail is not politically correct. Not even close to being politically correct. Nope. It's not. Okay. I will wish you guys a happy weekend, a prosperous weekend for those of you who are doing the $10,000 Hustlers Challenge. It's not even close to being politically correct. Not even. No. Mm-mm. No. You clearly have not seen the channel. Disruptivemail.org is going to be, thanks for the $5 super chat, Lance. It's going to be stuff I can't put on YouTube and things I can't talk about. Let's to be clear. Everyone that gets the basic tier is going to get all of that stuff, like the videos. I mean, I really could do 4 videos a day for about 6 months with the stuff that I want to put in. But there's such a thing as overload. I can do 2 videos on Sunday, and that doesn't really mess with the numbers. And what I'm doing now is putting up a video at 6 a.m. in the morning, and that's working out well. Just one, so I'm going to continue to do that. Thank God, LOL. All right, I'll see you guys later. Once again, remember, you can get 51% off Hustlers Kung Fu, any product, any course, plus the surprises are coming. So with that, I will see you guys later. You have a good one. I am out.